Hey guys, it's Melissa. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys having a fantastic day. We are going to do a little flip through, comparison, and review, shall I say, of this Gillio planner that I just got yesterday. This is the Gillio Medium Compagna, and I got it on their 40% off sale they were having on some leather that did not fit their first quality. So rather than just destroy the leather, they went ahead and sold it at a discounted price. So I was like, okay, that's a perfect opportunity for me to get a Gillio because I've never had a Gillio. I love Vanderspec, and my ultimate goal is to get my customized Vanderspec, and I will tell you why shortly. But anyway, I was super excited to get this, especially in this color, because this is my favorite color. I've never had ostrich before. I really like this. This is not a actual real ostrich. It's printed ostrich, but the quills are very smooth. They're just, you just can feel very little texture in there, so they're not like bumpy. And part of the first quality part of it was, you see these little striations here, so that was considered a discoloration in the leather. Doesn't bother me at all. Also, they said some of the leather over time they have noticed that there was cracking in. Hopefully that won't happen. But other than that, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful leather. It's very soft, very pliable. But I do have some complaints. When I ordered it, and Gillio should really make this clear to their buyers, especially first-time buyers who aren't familiar with how they make their planners and sizes and everything. Excuse me. But I found out as of yesterday, after talking to some of the girls on the Gillio fan site on Facebook, they make these. They have the Companion, and then they have the Compagna at sale. I was thinking, and there's no reason why I should think otherwise, that the Compagna would be the same size as your regular personal size planner, and the at sale would be like the personal wide. I was wrong. So when you order this, they give you the option of rings. So you can either get silver 25 millimeter rings, or you can get silver 30 millimeter, or gold 30 millimeter. I opted for the gold 30 millimeter because, number one, I love gold. It's my favorite, and it usually costs a lot more to add that on. But Gillio offers it in their base price. And I also got the 30 millimeter because I'm thinking that that's going to give me more room. It's going to let me stuff my planner, and that's what my I think all my other personal planners are 30 millimeter. So I was just like, so yay, I'll do that. Well, when I got it yesterday and I started packing it full of my stuff, when I first pulled it out of the box, I'm like, maybe it's just me, but it looks small. But I didn't have anything in here to compare it to, so I was like, we'll just see. So then I got my stuff out and I started packing it full, and what I quickly realized was that everything with my tabs and stuff were too large. The tabs were sticking out the side when I would try to close it. So I was not happy. I'm thinking maybe I got a miscut one or something, but unfortunately with these that you're getting at such a discounted price, there is no warranty on them, so you can't send it back or anything like that. Not that I would, because that kind of stuff takes so long. But so I went in, number one, and I remade all my own inserts except for these that I already had, and I just cut everything down to fit it, everything down to size, to make it fit. And so it does fit in there. You still can't get like a whole year in there without it being very tight, but you can see right now how I have it. Make sure you're getting a good view and everything. So this has everything on it that a Vanderspec Touch Me has on it, except for the second pin loop. But it also comes with the little divider thingy here. which is okay. This gets kind of dirty looking, but this, you know, I've just did this so I didn't have to stick a plastic divider in there and just add up the bulk. But other than that, the configuration is pretty much identical to the Vanderspec Touch Me, except for the size. One of the things I love about my Touch Me's, like this here, this is my A6. Look at that baby. I can chunk them up so much. I mean, she's just a chunky monkey because the leather is buffalo leather, and they give you, you know, so much, or so generous with it that you can just wrap it around everything. I absolutely love these planners. I have this one, then I have my personal size, which I thought would have been the size of my Gillio that I just ordered, but let me show you. Let me get some stuff out of here. Well, I can just show you like this, then I'll flap it open. But as you can see, not even close. Not even close. The Vanderspec has much more room. I mean, it's taller. It's definitely wider, and this is where the problem comes in for me because of the fact that this is so much shorter. You know, no room for tabs or anything like that. You know, forget about that unless you get top tabs. You have to get top tabs if you get this. See, I even have stuff just stuck in here. This has right now a whole year of inserts in it with tabs, and normally when I'm using it, I have it stuffed so much more full. You still got your 30mm rings. I mean, it's just so much more, quite frankly, for your money. Gillio's cost a lot more than Vanderspecs, so for your money, you're definitely getting more. I mean, look at this. How much smaller this is than my Vanderspec. Now, you've got people out there in the planner community that are die-hard Vanderspec and people that are die-hard Gillio. I'm just die-hard planners. And these two have been my dream planners all along because these are the Rolls-Royce Bentleys of planners. You can't get better quality as far as, you know, leather and craftsmanship and all that goes, but for my money, between this and this, even though this pattern, you have to understand, I paid more for this than I did this one. I could have got an A7 in the Touch Me. Excuse me, not A7, A5, a big one in the Touch Me for what, less than I paid for this, and this was already 40% off. That's how expensive Gillios are, you know. So if you buy these, they don't do custom made, number one. They just have lines and you get to pick from the lines. So they don't do custom mades like Vanderspec does. This would have normally been, I think it would have been in American money about $357, if not more. Okay, and I got it for 40% off, so I paid about $200. This in the Touch Me was oh my gosh, I want to say about 140, maybe 150, if that. I know the A5 is like 174, so that gives you, now if you, and of course Vanderspec has the, you know, you can customize. Now that's when theirs will get up to $300, $400, $500, even depending on how many customizations you make. But when you customize, you get to pick the size of your rings, what kind of leather you want, what color leather you want. You can have a different leather on the outside, different leather on the inside. You get to totally pick your pocket configuration, everything. And you will pay for a full customization about the same thing as you would pay for a regular Gillio. So, my money's on Vanderspec. Pure and simple. You get more for your money. You get more options for your money. As far as quality goes, I've heard some people say they've had issues before with their Gillio quality control and things. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about Vanderspec. Never. Never, everything has always been just, you know, spot on. So just to give you a little bit more comparison to size, this is a little Carpe Diem personal size, okay? And it's just packed. Of course, the rings and everything are not going to be the same quality. And it's not real leather, but it's a high quality synthetic leathers, you know, very high quality. This is what started me out on my planner journey, really, were these. I just love these because you get them all kinds of colors and they're pretty and all that stuff, and beautiful textures. Like I said, it's like a very nice synthetic leather. But you see how big even this one is compared. Now it's about the same height, but look how much, excuse me, you're getting widthwise. So, you know, even with that, you're still, yes, this is going to last longer, but I'm just showing size comparisons as to how small this was. And then this is a Kiki K. So this is leather on the inside, cloth on the outside. Again, you still get your 30 millimeter rings, but this is what I would consider to be more comparable size wise with this one. So if you have a Kiki K, it's even the Kiki K is wider, so you see the difference right there. I hope you guys can see it. I hope I am getting good quality. So see, even that with the Kiki K, even though it's smaller than the little Carpe Diem, it's still bigger than the vendor spec. So that's what you're looking at. And another thing that helps I'm not vendor spec, excuse me, the Gillio. Another thing that really helps the vendor spec, just like I said, it's very pliable. This is an incredibly pliable, soft, yummy leather. Now I know Gillio probably has some of those kind. And this, of course, this is brand new, so it will wear and it will get softer and everything. But this comes this way. I mean, that's just the way this particular leather comes, so you can just stuff it right away. Stuff it. So that's what I have. So A6 has been the size. Now, like I said, A6 is even much wider than this one. See, look at that. And as far as height, it's a little bit, just a little bit taller. What you could actually do, and I'm not even going to try because I sat and watched a video of how to take the rings out, because you can take the rings out, and you know, if you make that boo-boo that I made, take the rings out and put 25 millimeter rings in, you know, in it. But it's very hard with these. These aren't the kind these are cross rings. All the ones in these high, the ones you don't have, you know, screws here. You have to pop this mechanism up and take this stuff out, and then take these rings after, pull them apart, then take these out, then take these rings and pop them out, and then put the new one back together like that. So I'm thinking that's not something I want to try on this leather especially. But look at this. You see where these rings are? I mean, they go end to end. This will be a really good, probably a really good A6 size. So you know, if you're good at that kind of stuff and you're confident you can take it out without damaging your leather, by all means take it out. Put you in an A6 set of rings in there, and you'd have be a perfect A6 size. Throw in my wallet. But these rings are just entirely too big, and in my mind, Gillio should not even offer them as an option to this size planner. It should not even be an option. That would save a lot of customers like me frustration. I've never bought Gillio before. I wasn't aware of that. And even some of the ladies I talked to on the fan site said the same thing, that they need to make that clear for their customers. That especially first-time customers, their sizes, and that this is not a good size for this planner. If you get the Compagna XL, it'll work fine. But it's still not going to be like a well, like this, like my Moterm personal wide. You're still not going to get that kind of size out of it. So anyway, I'm left with the options of which, if you buy the Krause rings by themselves, are about $89. So I'm left with the option of leaving it as is, or trying to put new rings in it myself without completely, got these old arthritic hands here, so they don't have the dexterity that they used to. So if somebody's trying to call me, they'll just have to wait. Oh, I bet I know who it is too, but they'll still have to wait. Anyway, so that's that. I am definitely going to use it because I paid. Well, you know what? I'm even thinking about reselling it. I may just resell it, honestly, and use the money to buy my custom. What I want is a custom personal wide Vanderspec. I would like it in this color or as close as possible because this color is perfection. This color it's just absolutely just stunningly beautiful. I love it so much. I even love the ostrich stuff. It's just so pretty. But yeah, get my personal wide. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I sold one of my Aurora Estelles last night on Mercari because I sold the A6 because obviously I got my Vanderspec now, so she'll be my baby for a long while. So there was no use in letting it sit there. I haven't decided yet if I want to sell my other ones, because the thing with Aurora Estelle is while my planters are the real leather, they are no longer making those. They are only making vegan leather now, which is not real leather. It's still beautiful, but it's just not real leather. So, mine are now rare. They're rarities. So I actually sold it for a little bit cheaper than I was asking to a lady. So, but she loves it. She'll love it well. But anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's a conundrum. Tell me what you guys think. What would you do? What would you do? Would you sell it? Or would you just keep it and use as is? Or would you attempt to switch out the rings if you aren't the best at that kind of thing? I've even been scared to do that. I've thought about, and this would be easy to do, to just ordering the gold Moterm rings to put the gold in there, because I like gold. Because with this, all you have to do is screw out the little screws there, pop it out, and put your gold ones in, and screw them back in. That's it. That's all she wrote on that. But the reason the Krause rings are so durable and last forever where the others do not, the others get gaps and things, is because of the way they're made. So while the way, I got a little, it's just hanging on. There we go. So because of the way they're made, even though it makes it very hard to change them out for those of us who aren't mechanically inclined that way, some people don't have a problem. I just have a feeling I would. But anyway, that's why they hold up like they do for as long as they do, is because they are extremely well crafted. Extremely. If you can take it apart easy, then it's probably something that's going to fall apart easy. So it's just like that. But if it takes you a minute to just get it apart, that means it was put together well. So, but that's my review on that, on my beautiful lavender Gillio that's just didn't live up to my expectations size wise. That's all I got for you. Alright guys, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment, leave me a like, leave me a subscribe, share me with somebody. You know the dealio. And all my information will be down below in the description box. Email and all that fun stuff. Etsy shop. What was I going to tell you? I pulled a lot of stuff off my Etsy shop to redo this, but I also used a lot of stuff that I did have already. Oh, I can't show you my pretty little things I made because I got them tipped together. But yeah, these I had ordered back, and so I got enough to last me through October of those. Then I've got all these, weeklies that I made and things. So But luckily I either make mine so that you can cut them down that way, or I just go in and I reconfigure them and remake them, and you know, that's how I live my life. But for someone who doesn't do that, if you don't make your own inserts and you had bought this with the expectation of your current inserts being able to fit in there without, because inserts are not cheap, so without putting in the expense of doing it over, you'd be very frustrated. So that's all I got to say about that. All right. Have a blessed, wonderful day. I love you guys so much as always. Weekend's coming up. Hope you have a lot of fun plans. We've had sunshine for 2 days in a row right now after massive flash flooding. 2 days of sunshine. Also, we've had a horrible mudslide, and it's just scary. You know, in the summertime we burn, and our forests burn, and people lose their homes, and in the wintertime we flood and mudslides. Just not a lot of fun. But, you know, at least we got sunshine today, and I'm going to be grateful for it while I got it. But, alright guys, love you so much. Have a blessed day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.